Tonight, we're gonna try out the new lift. We're gonna get the lightning in here, see if we can fix an exhaust leak on this thing. I know that some of the trucks can be tricky, and I've heard that the Ford trucks of that generation are kind of tricky, but we're gonna go ahead and try to do it anyway. As you can see, everything is wired up. This is temporary, guys, right here. I mean, the wiring is gonna stay, but we do have to put it in conduit and eventually put it in the box here. Other than that though, it's all wired up, should be good to go. I've tested the lift out already and it works really good, as expected. Doesn't seem to be any issues. I've retorqued the bolts to 130 foot-pounds a couple of times just to check. And yeah, everything seems to be working good. So, we're gonna go ahead and get the lightning in here, get it up on the lift, and we'll see if we can fix an exhaust leak. But first I want to say thank you to Jay Wilson. I think we talked on Instagram and maybe YouTube. So yeah, he sent me an adjustable quadrant for the firewall. Man, I appreciate that. I'm about to put this thing to good use here pretty soon on the Retro Fox. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead, get the lightning in here, and let you guys see the lift work. So I'll just go ahead and leave the camera running for you guys, and hopefully we can get this thing up in the air. Guys, I ain't gonna lie, that's a little sketchy. I do not like the way I had to pick this truck up, but I've heard that these things are very tricky because of the way the frame is on them. And this truck has traction bars, so traction bars are gonna come off. I don't like these things, I don't like the way they look, and it really gets in the way of the lift. So the way these traction bars are, you can't get anywhere on this frame. There's just almost no way to. I'm not gonna be beating and banging underneath this truck, I can promise you guys that. I do not like the way it sits. I did shake it and it looked pretty good, but anyway guys, let me go ahead, try to figure out where this leak's coming from. There it is. So right there is where all this noise is coming from, this thing's making, and that looks like a really bad spot. So I'm gonna probably try to take this clamp off and see if I can just weld that, because that's not gonna work, guys. You know, underneath this lightning is pretty clean. I can't really say a whole lot. I was pretty impressed with it, as you guys can see. I mean, underneath, no rust. It's got a good little oil coating, which is fine. So like I told you guys, this thing does have long tube headers. I think you can see them right up through here. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this clamp off and see what we got. All right, guys, looks like Papa T just showed up. See him over there. So I'll get back to you guys in just a minute. Okay, so Papa T just came by. And brought the conduit for the lift wire. So I just wanted to show you guys, let you know, hey, we do have it. So later on tonight or tomorrow, I'll get up and we'll put the conduit all the way up just to right there. I'm not gonna take the conduit all the way down, but I'm gonna go up to right there. That way it's nice and neat. Close the box up here, so it'll look good, guys. Right now this is just a get by, but it worked. So Papa T is gone, guys. So now what I want to do is show you I want to show you what the problem was with the truck as to why it was so loud. It's just a lot of reason why I don't video in the truck. Check this out. Literally, this was just floating around right here. So the clamp was burnt out. So what I'm going to do is put a couple little small tacks ever so slightly around this. Well, so much for the tack. Well, it ain't pretty, guys, but I think it'll work. Well, it's not pretty, but it'll work. Actually, that's 100% argon. I had to go back over it. It looks like crap right there, but there was actually a run or two right here that looked, you know, decent, I guess, for basically my first time ever welding. That's what you guys got to remember. Like, I'm not a welder. I used to weld aluminum back in the day. I worked at a place called Collin Signs, and I used to weld aluminum, but it's, God, man, it's been 23 years ago. And I never could weld steel. I tried, never had any luck. So overall, I'm actually pretty happy with how that turned out, considering it's such a tight spot. So yeah, I'm good with that. All right, guys, so let me go ahead, finish this up, and we'll start the truck up and cross our fingers. Hopefully that was where all that noise was coming from. All right, I'll get back to you in just a second. I went ahead and welded the other side up too. It's not too bad, guys. It looks pretty good to be 100% argon. And I know using that, your welds aren't going to be as good, but I'm pleased with it. So let's go in here and get this thing started up. Already I can tell a huge difference. I got a little leak over there. Got a little leak up top. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and knock that out, and we'll call this thing good. All right, I think I've got it done. I'm not sure, so let's go ahead. Could show you guys the welds. I mean, they're not okay, so the GoPro decided to die right in the middle of that, but obviously the welds don't look great, but they don't look horrible either. So I'm pretty proud of that, considering. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, lower the truck down, and I'll let you guys know if that fixed the exhaust leak or not. Stand by. Honestly, guys, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, way better than it did. I didn't realize that thing was leaking so bad. I did get a mirror and look across the top of the pipe, so everything looks good. I think it's sealed up. There might be a pinhole leak or two. It's gonna be way better than what it was. All right, let me go ahead, get the truck off the lift, and let's talk. Well, that definitely seemed to have fixed the issue there. So guys, super excited to have this lift. I just wanted to come out and show you guys my first project, if you will, on the lift, share it with you. Now, we're gonna start mixing the content up. I'm gonna try my best to start mixing it up anyway. I wanna go to the garage and start like shooting some of the videos up there, because my channel didn't start by having a lift and all these tools and all this stuff. That's not what got my channel started, and that's not even really who I am as a person. It is nice having these tools, but I want to get back to my roots. So we're gonna kind of mix it up. You're gonna see a couple garage videos, stuff like that. I guess you could call it like garage days. So we'll go back and you know, do simple stuff like like a base auto reset, maybe some plugs, some wires, or whatever the case may be, you know, just to change it up a little bit. But anyway, we'll be working out of the garage a little bit here and there. That's where the Retro Fox is right now. So we'll be doing that here pretty soon. Like I said, the 65 will be here, I don't know, maybe next couple weeks, something like that. Our new tires should be in for the wheels here real soon. We do have the rear tires, we just do not have the front runners. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching. Well, I thought I'd come back out here after I got everything properly wired up and show you guys what we got. So as you can see, we got the Calypso clone on the lift and everything is in conduit like it needs to be. So like I said, everything takes time, guys. I know, you know, a lot of you are like, man, why are you doing things the way that you do them? But it's the way I have to operate. Sometimes it's best just to go ahead and do what you've got to do and come back and make your changes later. So anyway, guys, everything is wired up properly now. It's in a junction box, no leaks on the lift, nothing like that. I'll tell you what, we'll go under the Calypso just real quick, like show you guys. We're gonna do a separate video on this, but most of you guys have seen underneath this car when we did the exhaust. But you know, it's dirty, but you guys got to remember this was a parts car. So overall, it's pretty clean under here. It's greasy, which is a good thing. It's a little beat up here and there, the pinch welds are, but for the most part, yeah, pretty good. This old tired engine's gonna come out before too long, so don't worry, guys. We're gonna get it all cleaned up after a while. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, and as always, thanks for watching.